Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. I'm Kat and today we're going to be going on a little tour of Lyme Regis to do some fossil hunting. I recently had a break there for just a few days and we started off in the Lyme Regis Museum, which is a great place to start your trip and find out about all the local things that you can find. We were really lucky and the tide was already out, so we went straight down onto the beach. Now you have to be careful because there is a Victorian rubbish dump that is emptying out onto the beach there, and there's lots of sharp bits of metal, so do be careful if you have children with you. I picked up lots of glass and this really cool antique bead, which was a great find for me. And then we found loads of fossils immediately just lying there. So we have ichthyosaur rib bones there on the right, I'll show you that in a moment. We've got a fossilised shell, the inside of a belemnite, that is the imprint of a sea urchin, and then this piece had 3 calcite ammonites in it. I love that. There's another ammonite there in the beef rock, and these long shafts are belemnites, which is another sea creature. So these are all from sea creatures. And then some glass, there's that bead that I picked up as well. So just to show you a bit closer, this is the ichthyosaur rib bones. It's actually 2 that are fused together. This is another ammonite. This one is in pyrites, which is fool's gold. That was a lovely little loose find. And some fused glass from the rubbish dump. I can't help but pick up, although I know it's rubbish, I can't help but pick it up. It's all treasure to me. Look at all those lovely colours. This is a huge ammonite that my daughter found. That's in beef rock stone, and these were some of my 5-year-old's finds. She picked up so much, and she also bought this amazing plesiosaur tooth in one of the gift shops. So on to day 2 we went straight back again, found this clay pipe stem. That was quite a cool find. I think these imprints here are probably crinoids, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And this one has lots of shells inside it too. That was quite a cool find. So if you are going down to Lyme Regis for the first time, I would recommend that you either start at the museum and do a tour, or drive down to Charmouth. There's lots of parking down there if you get down there early enough in the morning. Book yourself a tour in advance, because especially if you go in the summer holidays, it gets booked up really quickly. So do go on the website and book yourself a tour. If you go from the Charmouth Heritage Centre, the guides are amazing. They'll show you exactly where to go and what you're looking out for. And then we did that once years ago, and now we know what we're doing when we go back. So that is Charmouth, and you can go down to Black Fen, which is where Mary Anning did most of her fossil hunting, I believe. So we actually, for this holiday, parked at the Woodmead car park, which is right in Lyme Regis, and we were walking down to the Cobb and then left along the pathway to the beach in the direction of Charmouth, and we found loads of finds there, and that's where this Victorian rubbish dump is. I think there is another one further down as well, because we have found fused glass and things down near Charmouth too. Another place to park if you are going in the opposite direction down to Fossil Beach, which I will show you a bit later on in the video, is Monmouth Beach car park, and there's a really nice little fish and chip kiosk there as well at the harbour, which is nice for fish and chips, but keep an eye out for the seagulls because they will come and steal your chips. So as you can see, on this day we found loads of ammonites, belemnites, glass, and this odd thing which looks like coconut, but it's not, it is stone. So if you know what that is, let me know in the comments. On to day 3, I picked up this really cool lump of pyrites, that is fool's gold. Lots of pieces of ammonite there in various different types of rock, and more pottery and glass. This looks like a clay pipe, but if it is, it's missing its bowl. It's a bit of an odd shape, so let me know if you know what that is. And some nice fossilised shells above, and some more belemnites. Then on the last day we finally made it down to the Ammonite Pavement. I've been to Lyme Regis many times and I've never made it down onto the pavement. You do need to be aware of the tide times. You won't be able to do any fossil hunting if the tide is in, so make sure you check, especially if you're going for the day. This beach you will need to go out at low tide, and it's called Lyme Regis Fossil Beach, and you need to walk right the way down. This is the opposite direction to Charmouth completely, and you walk all the way down until you find this Ammonite Pavement. It's a long walk, and it's not accessible by wheelchair or buggy. You'll need sturdy shoes, and be careful with your kids because it is quite rocky. But look, when you get there, these ammonites are incredible. They're just everywhere and they're huge. The whole family enjoyed seeing that. It was just such an amazing thing to see. I'm so glad we finally got to see it. So I hope you enjoyed this little whistle-stop tour of Lyme Regis. Will you go? Have you been? Please do let me know in the comments. Happy fossil hunting. I hope you find lots of treasures.